This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Most traders don't lose because they don't understand charts or indicators. They lose because of small daily habits, little mistakes that keep repeating day after day. And if you don't recognize them, you'll keep wondering why your account isn't growing. In this video, I'm breaking down the 7 most common mistakes traders make every single day, and more importantly, how you can fix them starting right now. Let's be real. You wake up, open the chart, see a red candle and think, oh, it's probably gonna reverse, I'll buy. That's not trading, that's guessing. If you don't have a plan, you're just reacting. A trading plan should tell you when you trade, what setups you're looking for, how much you risk per trade, and exactly when you're out, win or lose. Once you have that structure, you'll stop shooting in the dark and start trading with purpose. Every trader says they manage risk until the trade goes against them. Then suddenly the stop loss becomes optional. You move it a little lower, just to give it some breathing room, right? Wrong. That's how small losses turn into disasters. Remember this. Small losses are the cost of doing business. Real pros don't move their stop losses. If your setup didn't work, you're out. Next trade. Discipline here separates the survivors from the blown accounts. Let's talk about one of the most common and costly mistakes in trading, chasing the market. This is a classic behavioral error, driven entirely by the fear of missing out, or FOMO. It's that frantic feeling you get when you see a price chart taking off like a rocket without you on board. It preys on our natural impatience and the desire for instant action. You feel like you have to do, right now, or you'll be left behind, watching profits pass you by. This reactive mindset is the polar opposite of the calm, calculated approach that defines successful trading. You know the scenario all too well. You've been stalking a setup for hours, maybe even days. You had your entry point picked out, your risk defined, but you hesitated, you second-guessed yourself, and now you're watching it run exactly as you predicted. You missed the move, and now you're sitting there thinking, it's going to the moon, I'll just catch the next little piece of it. Your carefully crafted plan goes out the window. You FOMO in late, buying at a terrible price far from any logical support. The market does what it always does. It breathes, it pulls back, and boom, you're stopped out again for a frustrating loss. Chasing price is emotional trading, not logical trading. It's a recipe for buying high and selling low. So how do we fix it? First, accept that you will miss moves. It's an unavoidable part of the game. No one catches every single opportunity. The truth is, the market doesn't care that you missed the move. It has no memory and no agenda. It simply provides opportunities. Your job is not to catch all of them, but to be ready for the ones that fit your specific plan. Second, create a rule. No plan, no trade. If a setup has already left your predefined entry zone, it's no longer your trade. Close the chart and walk away. There's always another setup coming. Maybe not in 5 minutes, but it's coming. Patience is your greatest weapon against FOMO. Here's your actionable tip. Let the market come to you. Think of yourself as a sniper, not a machine gunner. You wait patiently for the perfect shot to align with your sights. You don't just spray bullets hoping to hit something. Define your high-probability entry zones in advance and set alerts. When the price enters your zone, you can act decisively. If it doesn't, you do nothing. You don't need to trade every wave to make money. You need to trade wave, the one you've prepared for. Now for a mistake that traps countless aspiring traders in a cycle of frustration, a complete lack of consistency. This is the silent account killer known as strategy hopping. It's a frantic search for a perfect mythical system that never loses. Does this sound familiar? One day you're a purist, trading naked price action, convinced it's the only way. The next day, you're all about the RSI, plotting overbought and oversold zones with precision. Then, you stumble upon a new YouTube video promising a revolutionary indicator, and you immediately abandon everything to jump on that bandwagon. You're constantly chasing the next shiny object, hoping it will be the one. And then you wonder why nothing sticks, why your account balance is stagnant, or worse, declining. The harsh truth is that the problem isn't necessarily your strategy, it's your lack of commitment to strategy. Every legitimate trading system experiences wins and losses. It has a natural rhythm, an ebb and a flow. It needs time to play out over a large sample size of trades to prove its statistical edge. When you abandon a system after a few losses, you're likely quitting during a normal drawdown period, just before its edge could have materialized. You're effectively ensuring you only experience the losing streaks of a dozen different systems, and never the winning streaks. So, how do we fix this? The solution is simple in concept, but requires immense discipline. First, you must commit to one, and only one, trading method for a set period. I recommend a minimum of 1 month, or at least 50 trades, whichever comes later. This is non-negotiable. This commitment gives the strategy a fair chance to perform across different market conditions. During this period, your job is not just to execute trades, but to become a meticulous data scientist. Track your results religiously in a trading journal. Don't just write down the profit or loss. Record the why behind each trade, your entry reason, your exit reason, the market context, and how you felt. After your trial period is over, it's time for an objective review. Analyze the key performance indicators you've gathered. What is your win rate? What is your average risk-to-reward ratio? What is your profit factor? Do you tend to make mistakes on Mondays? Do you trade better in the morning session? This data, not your emotions, will tell you if the system works for you and your personality. Only then can you make an informed decision. Either continue with the system, make minor evidence-based tweaks, or consciously decide to test a new one, starting the entire discipline process over again. Here is your actionable tip. Unsubscribe from all but 1 or 2 trusted trading educators on YouTube. Delete the other indicator templates from your charts. Create a clean workspace that supports your chosen strategy. This act of simplification reduces temptation and forces you to focus. Remember, jumping around every few days keeps you in learning mode forever, and never in winning mode. True progress begins where strategy hopping ends. If you can't explain why you entered a trade, then you won't understand why you lost it. A trading journal is your mirror. It shows you your patterns, the good ones and the ugly ones. Write down why you entered, what you felt, how the setup looked, what you learned after the outcome. After a few weeks, you'll see things no indicator will ever show you, your own behavior. That's where the real growth happens. Trading isn't just charts, it's you versus your own mind. Fear, greed, impatience, the need to prove yourself. Those emotions cost traders thousands every day. Ask yourself, are you entering because you see a solid setup, or because you're bored and need action? Emotional awareness is a skill. Once you start seeing why you trade the way you do, you'll start trading from logic instead of impulse. The best traders master themselves, not the market. And now for the final and perhaps most seductive mistake. The one that destroys more aspiring traders than all the others combined. It's the siren song of the market, the powerful illusion that you can get rich fast. This is the expectation of quick, life-changing results. It's a mindset fueled by impatience and a fundamental misunderstanding of what professional trading truly is. We've all seen it. You're scrolling through social media, and you see someone post a screenshot of a 200% gain on a single trade. They're posing with a new car, talking about financial freedom, and the thought immediately pops into your head. I can do that. This is a dangerous trap. What you don't see are the countless accounts they blew up before that one lucky win, or the thousands of others who tried the same thing and failed. But let's be clear, trading isn't a lottery ticket. It's not a casino game where you bet it all on black. It's a long-term skill, a business that requires patience, strategy, and relentless discipline. If your mindset is to double your account in a week, you will inevitably take oversized risks, chase trades, and abandon your rules. And when you operate from that place of desperation, you'll probably lose your entire account in a single day. The real path to wealth in trading is through the slow, steady, and frankly boring power of compounding. Think about it. A goal of just 1% growth per day doesn't sound exciting. But if you started with a modest account and consistently hit that target, the compounding effect would be astronomical over time. It's not about one home run. It's about hitting consistent singles day after day. So how do you fix this? You must shift your entire perspective. Focus on the process, not the immediate outcome. Your new goal isn't to make a certain amount of money. Your goal is to execute your trading plan flawlessly. Measure your success by the quality of your decisions, not by your daily profit and loss statement. Did you follow your rules? Did you manage your risk correctly? Did you remain patient? That is a successful day, regardless of the financial result. Commit to the craft, respect the process, and embrace the journey of gradual improvement. The money will follow once the discipline leads the way. If you found yourself in any of these mistakes, don't feel bad. Every trader goes through them. What matters is whether you keep repeating them or you start learning from them. Master your habits and you'll master the market. If this video helped you, drop a like, share your biggest mistake in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more no BS trading content.